In this topic, we will explore one last aspect of chakras: their relationship with consciousness. What is consciousness? In simple terms, because I like everything presented in their simplest form. Consciousness is everything you experience. Whenever you are aware of what's happening around you, you are conscious. If, for example, a person touches your shoulder and you are not being aware of it, that means you are not conscious of it. And we are not always conscious of everything that happens around us. A moment ago there might have been a sound that reached your ears, but you didn't notice it, because you were not conscious of it, maybe because you were busy, focused on something else. Consciousness is a spiritual mirror. Consciousness is in fact a mirror. Yes, a mirror. But a special one, not the one you have at home. This is a mirror where not only images reflect on, but also sounds, tastes, feelings and thoughts reflect on. Consciousness receives all sorts of impressions coming from any of your organs of senses, from your 5 senses and your chakras. Consciousness is not a physical thing. It is a spiritual reality within you which welcomes all impressions. When the consciousness is obscured, no impression is reflected on it. Where do you find the consciousness? First, I have to repeat that consciousness is not a physical thing, it is not in the brain. Your brain is only a physical copy of the consciousness. Have I lost you there? See for yourself. If your consciousness was in your brain, you would lose all awareness when you die. But we initiates know that when someone dies, meaning when someone's physical body is dead, his soul can still think and feel. How? Because his consciousness was never something of the brain. So the physical body with the brain dies, but the consciousness stays active. People who astral project will inform you that their soul, can get out of their physical body during sleep and travel the world with their entire consciousness active. They still see, think and feel out of their physical body. The only difference is that when we die, when we don't have a physical body anymore, our consciousness cannot receive any more impressions coming from the mouth nor from the skin, because there is no more a physical body to provide those impressions to the consciousness. You should know that the brain has centers receivers of impressions coming from the physical organs of senses, for example, the tongue, the skin. The brain centers are connected to the consciousness. So when impressions arrive in the brain centers, those impressions will also reflect on the consciousness, if this latter is paying attention. What does it all means? It means that, in order to be conscious of something, you need an active organ of senses, and a focused consciousness. I've explained to you in the previous lesson that chakras are also organs of senses, right? Well, you should connect the dots now. You should know now that thanks to those chakras, our consciousness can receive psychic impressions. Even at this very moment, there are thousands of spiritual impressions, spiritual sounds and images reaching your chakras, but you are not aware of those impressions because either the concerned chakras are not active enough or your consciousness is not trained to focus. Note that in most cases, it's because our chakras are not active enough. So the more active chakras you have, the more your consciousness receives different impressions. According to the level and the activity of energies in a chakra, you may either receive bad or good impressions. For example, an unbalanced solar plexus chakra may give you the false impression of being a genius, to boast about the little knowledge you have, and to become arrogant. In the next lesson, we will see in details how each active chakra can transform you.